Classmates, we is at the NBA All-Star Game in Cleveland practice session. We out here, he's helping out show the podcast to some people.
Yeah.
But we watching everybody shoot half-court shots. We would have got closer seats, but they all ran out. But it's still a good view. And we having fun, so we'll show y'all some stuff.
Just heard the bell ring, classes in session. Just heard the bell ring, classes in. Just heard the bell ring, classes in session. Now I'm B-Dot about to teach you all a lesson. Ain't no telling what we gon' do. So eyes front, pay attention. This is Homeroom.
Hello, classrooms. Welcome to the Homeroom. Yes, the Homeroom podcast. Present is your boy Nam.
I'm your boy Bryce.
And I'm Marquise.
And today we got a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
What's good, y'all? My name is Ronnie Axson. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and it's nice to meet you guys.
Yes, sir. Cleveland's fine. So we're actually here in Cleveland right now.
Yeah.
Ryan's in Dayton, so it's crazy like a little switch, but we here for the All-Star game right now. But we're just excited, and we got a lot to talk about. Yeah, I'm going to learn more about who Ronnie is through this podcast. But let's just go ahead and get started with our first subject, which is going to be show and tell. So in this first subject, we're talking about show and tell, and we're going to talk about our top 5 sneakers in our collection. I think we're going to have Marquise be the judge.
We want y'all to also be the judge in the comments because I've learned from the past that we need multiple judges. More than two, more than one, more than two. We need multiple judges when we do competitions.
Listen. Y'all know what it is. So we're going to have Marquise, we're going to have people, very comment. And then we're also going to have Ronnie show his top 5 too. You guys might like them too. So I go first or you should go first?
Man, you go.
Oh my God. All right. So first off, I do love my J's and everything.
Are you doing 5 through 1 or these are just top 5, like kind of just?
These are my top 5. I'm not going to say which.
Like, it's not like 5 for this.
It's not 5 for this. But since we are talking about one, let's just go with, number 1. To me, like, the shoe that starts everything. Bread ones, 85, Michael Jordan. Got banned.
Yep.
Got banned for the color scheme. Michael Jordan didn't even like the shoes when they came out.
And it's because they had too much. It wasn't enough white on the shoe, right?
Yeah, he said it was devilish. So, but I mean, this shoe changed history. Everybody and their mom wants a pair of these now. These silhouette, and you see all the collaboration from like Travis Scott.
It's crazy. They said this looks too devilish.
Yeah.
And then now we're here with
Lil
Nas X and all that stuff. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
they stopped that though. He did.
They did. They never approved it.
They let.
Yeah. I'm like, did he even sell a pair? A single pair? Was he able to get
I think somebody probably got a pair, but like Nike just, and it was so funny because they did the angel one, but they just read the devilish one.
Yeah.
But that was Michael Jordan's thing about that. He did end up wearing them in like '98 for his last game in New York City in Madison Square Garden. But those are my first ones.
Yep. I'm
gonna do the rest of my Jordans. So that's my favorite one, just because it was like it's nice and it's how it started. But then this is the time like let me see this pair right here. This is my favorite. This is my favorite pair.
I'm Bryce. Stop breathing.
Concord 11. Concord 11s.
Okay, classic.
But these is Mike Warriors in '96. This is when he had his best season, 72-10. Went crazy that year. But I just love these because like his first shoe that he had patent leather on. So like, everything was like more so leather, suede. But this was like the first time I really saw patent leather on a sneaker. So it was just crazy. Like any colorway of a Jordan 11 goes crazy. I mean, I know people were going crazy outside of malls trying to get these shoes, but especially this pair right here, the Concord 11 is just my favorite. So definitely a great pair. For sure. Now we're gonna transition to my favorite player of all time. Oh, hold on, wait. I thought I brought another shoe, but I didn't bring it. One of my favorite player of all time, which is Kobe. I thought I brought my Grinches, but I guess I didn't bring them. But I definitely want to bring these. So I got a pair of Reeboks. So these right here are the question. Are the Reebok questions, and they're Kobe PE. So I don't remember what year it was, but Kobe wasn't able to, like, he had just got off his deal with Adidas, So he pretty much was a sneaker free agent. Like sneakers was giving him brands was giving him all types of like PEs, special shoes. So they had brought a shoe similar to this out for retail like a couple years ago when Kobe died. It was yellow and everything, but on the back, because this Allen Iverson shoe had 3 on it. But this was a special one because on the back you see it had number 8 on the back. So it was just one of my favorites ever. Really dope shoe. Kobe wore these and really missed them. So that's one of my favorites. A lot of people don't know about that one. And gotta do this one. This one's probably not everyone's favorite, but I love these. We got some Air Max 95s. Now, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Air Max 95s. Yeah, I think what's so crazy about these is just like the stories and like in rap, you know, I remember like the Game had a song, like, I'm Here to Love It, and talk about Air Max 95. But just everybody who I know, like Air Max is, I got to be one of your favorites, but even this OG colorway with the green and everything, this is like one of my favorites of all time. So, you know, I mean, there's a lot of collabs out there, but for me, I just love, like, I think the original, like the one that started everything. But then, you know, my last one, man, my last pair, man, this is like a real special one, you know. This Black History Month. This was our February edition, but this is Black History Month. We got some special, hey, you know, this right here. This right here. Got the Christopher Prince. But I don't even remember which ones these was called, but these are so fire. When I wore these the first time in North Carolina, I remember everybody was asking me about them. These are such a fire shoe, bro. Like,
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I thought you was going to about the LeBron James Black History Months. That's the ones I was waiting on.
Well,
yeah.
I don't got those, bro. I need those, but, you know, even the ones I wore yesterday, but I said, bro, I gotta put.
Buy them, bro. Go buy them.
Look. So you know, we can't buy no shoes, okay? So he tries to buy crazy, bro. Listen, these right here though, these is fire. There's
Before the resolution came through, it looked like those it looked like the shoes the old people be walking around the mall.
No,
yeah.
But these, that's what I'm saying.
These
like
way
the
better.
platform.
If you can see them, like they look way better. Like no, they're way different.
Yeah, I just like the
now I can see the full resolution, but at first it was looking like
what's going on? You
I was like, Yeezy making orthopedic shoes now. What's going on?
We need size 13s though, but we need size 13s, my guy.
Oh, I got 13s coming. I mean, I think they're already.
You said what?
I think they're available already. I think I just dropped
some size 13.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead, go get you a pair, bro.
I mean, I didn't.
Right, he getting excited like he can go get them right now.
That's what I'm saying.
I just saying we need them. We
need
them when when it's time.
I know you show your top 5, you're gonna have the pair that I want to see, but yeah, you go. Those are my top 5. I'm gonna let Bryce go ahead and do his thing.
All right. So we're gonna start off, and again, this is no particular order. I guess I only need one of them. You know, you kind of just did a little tribute to a great Kobe. RP another great, Mr. Virgil Abloh. So this is a collab between Virgil Abloh and Nike. These are the off-white rubber dunks. And when they came out, they released 3 of them. They released the black and green ones, the yellow ones, and then they had like these like UNC kind of light blue ones. And these are my favorite ones. I love everything about the shoe. I just do.
I just do.
It's hard.
The other ones got the nice look. You know, this is the off-white the hang tag. So boom.
That's a good one. You know, most people don't talk about it. You gotta get what you like.
So. You gotta get what I like. So you know. All right. You had a pair of 11s. Yeah. I dang near wanted to use the Concord, but one of my favorite movies growing up. You know, LeBron just had his part 2. Had his own rolling. But ain't nothing like the original, right? So I got the Space Jam 11s coming out now, and these are the 2016. So you know, a lot of them have the 23 on the back. The 2016 edition has the 45 on the back, but still, just look at it. Beautiful shoe. The 11 in general, it's just a beautiful shoe. So, yeah, just and it took me so long to get those. It took me so long to get my hands on the pair.
I got mine at the crib too.
Space Jam. I mean, if we're talking like that, I have my Concord at that. I got the crib too.
Oh my gosh.
We can do that.
Everybody know.
We can do that. We can do that too. You know.
That's what's up.
You wouldn't have had to stop. No.
You ain't got the top on.
No, I don't. Thank you, sir. I was you're trying to clown me off.
Shoes have they on PR packaging for me because what? We would never have to go through this many steps to unbox a shoe.
Exactly. That's how they did them. That's how they always do. They used to have briefcases for some shoes. But go ahead, go.
And so, for those who don't know, I am a nurse. And that's this thing is the main reason about the shoes. I think it looks good. These are some Yeezy 700s. The name of them are the hospital.
Ooh, he got money.
Relax. But these are the hospital blues.
They look like some orthopedic.
Yeezy 700s. This man had the audacity to ask me, have I ever wanted to the hospital? Absolutely not. Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
I was about to say that seems like an extra. I mean, I know you gotta have comfort, but that seems like a little extravagant to be comfortable.
All the blood, poop.
But I bet you it comes with all that.
He really
The
trying to clown me.
No. The midsole has like a whole bunch of technology that's very comfortable. Actually, Yeezys, if they're right, if they size right, they are very comfortable.
Extremely comfortable. Even the 350s are just. Most people like the 350 just because of how comfortable they really are.
Yeah.
Honestly, these are just my favorite phones. I get, obviously, you get compliments out when you're out and about. We got some nice shoes on. I have never gotten more compliments than with these floral phones. I see my case. I see.
Yeah.
You don't like them? I can't tell.
Yes.
Hey, I seen you touch the nose, but yeah, even got the
you ain't got a lot, man.
Relax. I see.
I'm trying not to show my bias, but my face shows everything. I can't show no bias while I'm judging.
Show all the bias in the world. Well, we know who won this one. No, literally, I don't know. It's just a beautiful shoe, and I've never gotten more compliments. And this is another one that, like Nam, you talked about it before. When you buy a shoe and then the price skyrockets, so you feel like you got one right before. I think I got those for maybe $240, and now they're selling for $400-$500. So I got it right before.
Okay, buy low, sell high. We love to see it.
I'm never even buy a shoe over 200 though. So that's just, my mom, she watches, so I have to make sure she.
Not disclaimer.
Can we continue?
This is honestly probably just one straight up number one. I'm a man of God. I'm a man of faith.
Look at the box. The box is everything.
And I feel like the shoes. I feel like the unboxing.
On album? Good.
It's breakfast time, right? It's breakfast time.
The Fear card. The Air Fear got one. These are oatmeals.
Talking about breakfast.
There we go. And it is morning time. We recording a little earlier than we usually do. And it's just a beautiful shoe. And now it's even more special because Jerry Lorenzo, who's the designer of the shoe, is no longer with Nike. He's with Adidas. So hopefully he don't come out with nothing until next year, so we can both get a pair.
We can still get a pair. You gotta get both of them.
And again, hopefully he doesn't do anything until next year, because that's when we're gonna do that. But yeah, I hope y'all can hear me because there's a lot of crumbling going on right now. Those are my top five.
All right, so I think I got a pair of those too. But with that said,
here's the thing. I have two pairs of these. So if we're gonna go there, we're gonna do this. Let's do it.
Well, let's move on to the secret we really want to see today. Let's see what the top five is over here. Where Ronnie's at. So you got a top five ready for us, bro?
What you got, brother?
Well, definitely. So number one, I got the Kieroids, the Nas, the Jordan.
Yeah. Okay. I know you. That was fire though. Hey, listen. Okay, you know what? Let's change it. I want to hear your actual five. I want to see your five too, though. So I'm gonna let you do your thing. Okay.
All right. Number five, Jordans. I'm going with the Laney 5s. That's number 5 on my list. Number 4, I'm going with the Cement 4s.
And I could have put them on my list of the crib.
Number 3, of course, the Concords. Got to put those.
Yeah.
Number 2, it'd be the Kieroids. And the only reason why I say that is because I still remember being in high school, and I still remember having the money together. I did so much to get the damn money, and they sold out, and I was like, I swear, And nobody at my school had them. Nobody. I don't even know what happened to them, honestly. I don't even know. I still don't know one person that got those shoes. I still don't know one person that got them. And number one, I don't know about that. I honestly don't know about number one. I'll probably go with number one because it's a shoe that I got that was super hard to get, which is the top three.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the top threes only for the simple reason because I got them. I didn't think I was gonna be able to get them, but the top threes is for sure one of my favorites.
The top 3 ones?
Yep.
Yes, sir. So that like you saying, so like sometimes your list is it's always subjective. So like especially it's sometimes about the moment. It's not always about the shoe. Like just like I remember me stacking up, making all this money, and like so just a story behind it. Yeah. Man, I know I've seen some of the Kilroys loose ones, but yeah, the Kilroys are definitely hard. Like remember that time that was us in high school. They had like the pack with the Motorboat Jones. The Baileys and all that stuff. So I remember that for sure. Everybody wanted to get a pair of those. So but yeah, bro. But you gonna show any of the kicks off? Show any of the kicks you got?
So number 5, of course, is the new uprisers, the Blue Lavas.
Oh
got one.
Nice color.
Right now, it gave me 4,000 followers. I was at 5,000 followers literally 4 days ago. I'm almost at 10,000 now. Just because it's 1.8 million views. We actually re-released the shoe because at first my fiance, she didn't like the shoe at first, and I told her, I'm like, it's the color. It's literally the color. She's like, they look too much like Ralph Simmons and stuff like that. And I was like, you got to think about it. It's a lot of shoes that look like a lot of shoes. I don't even know who the hell Ralph Simmons is.
Yeah, Ralph Simmons. Yeah.
Ralph Simmons.
Yeah,
yeah. So it literally just went crazy. So this is number 5 for sure. Is the Blue Lavas for sure. Number 4, the Jekylls. Yeah. Because when they on your feet, somebody always looking like, damn, what shoes though? Them Balenciagas? Nah, bro. I love it, bro, and it just makes you stand out because somebody gonna ask you like what type of shoes they are just because of the color, and that's why we went with this color, just so you stand out because they look way better, when they on your feet and stuff like that. So the Jekylls is for sure number 4.
And you brought them out during Halloween, correct?
Yep, and it was a Halloween special too, so it made all the sense of the world. And it was so fun just to see everybody's face, all the comments and stuff I got, because it was like a Halloween type of theme, and a lot of people surprisingly got a lot of outfits with highlighter orange, and that's something I've never really seen in life. And a lot of people surprised me. Like it was a lot of people surprising me what type of outfits they was popping out with these.
Yeah, people don't always get orange when they get it. They definitely step out. So.
Definitely. Like for real, and I really appreciate this shoe because this was gonna be something we wasn't really even gonna go with, honestly. And number what I'm at 3.
3.
I wish I'm sorry, my daughter. I'm so.
It's all good.
Okay.
I'm gonna be done in a minute. Okay.
We love to see you.
Oh
my goodness.
Grinch, the brother to the Jekylls. I think these came out. I think I dropped these Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. It's the.
You want to show the shoes, little man? I said you want to show the shoes.
Look, she gold.
Okay, go.
But these is the. I think I dropped these Halloween because it had the thick French, and once again with that orange, it gave me the confidence to do more highlighter stuff. So these. Actually surprised. These are actually my best sellers right here. Is the Grinches.
Wow.
These actually a fire. Size 13 right here.
January 2023.
Why you got wait to 2023? No, we got a new year.
Yep.
New Year's Day we gonna start getting new shoes.
That's January 2023.
Isn't that January 2020? Are we in January 2022?
Oh, that's meant January 20. My bad. I'm being slow.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
How to do a January 20. Hey, next shoe.
A little too much dip.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, I see these.
Okay, number 2.
These are the dead stocks. These
Ooh,
are
okay.
will never probably come out ever again.
Need to read books.
Okay,
You got the books.
I got you, baby. I'm gonna come read you a book in a minute, okay?
She said it's time to
College.
learn. I don't know what y'all doing, but
That's
it's
a
time to
scholar.
Yeah. These probably have never come out. These are the Phantoms. I didn't want to release these at first. Only for the simple reason, like, you know, it was different than the Poseidons and stuff like that. But I felt like these was my ultimate favorite shoe, just because of the colorway. Because when I first got them back, we sent the design in. I didn't really think they'd come, you know, looking right and stuff. And it's just he added so much detail to it. It was just amazing. Like, it literally made the whole shoe pop. And we was just like, you know what? These are exclusive shoes. So whoever got them, I think we did about 60, orders. And we said we wanted to keep it under 100 just to, you know, say we blow up and stuff like that. Whoever got these shoes, it's super exclusive. Like, these are like my ultimate favorite shoes, honestly.
I'm checking my mailbox to see what's coming in, but yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. I'm about to say 3 to 5 business days.
There we go.
You got a size for 10 and O's? If we just gifting people.
Yeah, we sure. No, man, we good.
Man, just buy them, bro.
Number 1, what's up with number? Ooh, okay.
Number 1, the great. This donut by itself, man. This donut, and this is a very emotional time for me. But this donut right here, man, it changed my life because I was a teacher. I was a teacher in Beaver Creek. You know where Beaver Creek is?
Definitely do.
They not really, you know, they not, for black people, it's terrible, man. And I was a history teacher, and it's surprising to a lot of the, you know, other teachers. Like, man, it's a black guy, he got tattoos and stuff, he muscular, he don't really look like a teacher. And the experience I went through, I think only lasted in there for like 2 months. And it was like a military type school too. So it wasn't eating for lunch. They had to bring their own lunch or they wouldn't eat. Like, it wasn't no breakfast or lunch. And I used to, you know, my kids, they still kids. So I'm bringing them snacks and stuff. I ended up getting a respiratory infection from one of my students. And it was a bad experience because they basically tried to put it on me as if I got myself sick when one of the students was sick, but they never told me. And that was a protocol. Like, it was, I felt like I had COVID, literally. And the police came in and everything. Like, they said a whole story, like I was causing a scene and stuff like that. And I'm sitting there still, you know, I'm packing my stuff up, about to get ready to go home. And it surprised me because it hurt my feelings. I'm like, why is the police here? The hell just happened? It was just a whole line type of situation and stuff like that. But I ended up losing my job, which I knew I was, because I just felt the dark cloud over me because I wasn't supposed to be in there, supposedly. But, you know, I got home, I felt discouraged and stuff. And I was like, man, that teacher stuff out the way, they don't get paid enough anyways. And I was just sitting at home and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own shoe. And it was just a big risk. And the risk paid off, like, literally. I done made more money than I was gonna make in 4 years in 6 months. And it's all because of this donut. The first time I ever posted it, it got 6 million views. 6 million. Just because of the donut matched the bottom of the shoe. And I didn't think it would do that. And this one shoe made $25,000 in one day. One day. And when that happened, I couldn't believe it because I'm from Cleveland. Like, I'm from like Cleveland, like the inner city. Like, I'm from everything. Yeah, it was terrible. So 25,000, seeing that, I'm like, is this real? Is this truly real? And yeah, ever since then, man, it's God. It really is. It's God. And like, I try to help who I can. Like, we even made handmade bags. This is actually one of the original handmade bags my fiance made. She sold this handmade. It took her, I think, 45 minutes to an hour for each bag. For our first drop, we did 120 sales. So just imagine 120 bags over the course of that time. And it took us a very long time. That's why we named that club, the first time we ever dropped, was the Elite 100. Because the people that got their shoes, they came in this special bag, fully, hand stitched and hand sewed.
Come on, Queen. We love it.
Yeah, first, I'll shout out to Beyonce, man. Because
Yeah,
that's
real.
That's dope.
Yeah, this number No, this number one for sure.
We gonna talk more about it, but I do want to say this because I want to talk about it later, but I'm gonna talk about it now. I remember because on the item 6 million views, I remember I was one of them 6 million because I was like, someone, an African American, created their own shoe. Like it's different. Like if you customize it, like you get a shoe, you customize it, paint it over. You literally made something out of nothing, and then like when I looked at the page, I saw that you went to Central State. That's where my dad, he's been over there for almost maybe 30 years now. Like I'm like, man, I got to know, I got to connect with this guy. So like, just seeing that shoe, that was the shoe that made it happen, man. So I mean, I was very excited. I was like, man, I hope I get to just speak, bro. But you know what? Out of your top 5, my favorite shoe now, you even put it out there. It's this one when it's like a cream color, bro. It's like one of your newest shoes. Yes, bro. If you have it, do you have it with you over here somewhere?
The news, I ain't got the news. I gotta actually order the news on this next drop, and that's what's so crazy because I don't know how I don't got a pair of the news. Like I had it for that video, and I think I ended up selling it because somebody's like, $250 right now. I'm like, $250? There you go. I was like, but I started thinking in my head, and I started, going through my phone and stuff, and I was like, damn, the news ain't bad at all. Because it's like one of those colors that a lot of the women requested, and I was like, let's do it. You feel me? Let's go with the news. A lot of people want it. Let's do the news, and it did wonderful. It's just I thought in my head, okay, once the fall is over, then we ain't gonna do the news. But that ain't how I need to think.
That's not that thing is fire. I see now. I said, oh man, I need to come back and get that one. So
for sure.
That's on my 2023 list too when that comes out. So man, that's crazy.
Why do I feel like you actually have like notes in your phone of like, this is what I'm buying. This is
what I'm getting. I'm getting these first.
I said, duh.
But no, well, Marquise, this is your moment now. So I mean, what you think? So
first of all, clearly I'm not a sneakerhead at all whatsoever. Like this is about as far as my shoes are gonna go. Okay, that's about as far as. And when I got these, I was so happy. Okay, comfort is my life. Okay, that's what I need. And also, it's not that I don't have money. It's just I don't know. I be acting like I'm broke sometimes, and just certain things I can't convince myself to spend that type of money. But those shoes, those shoes that Ron has, like those actually make me kind of want to wear tennis shoes. I don't. Yeah. And I also don't like doing stuff everybody else is doing, and I feel like everybody's a sneakerhead. So that's just.
I feel that. I mean, we was here, way before, we was here when the game was really, it was not as populated, as congested as just Dunks Ones.
Not the market saturated.
And that's why I love things like this because he got something that's different, something that everybody else worry about these, but then if you see these, you gotta stop. You gotta be like, oh, what are these?
Yeah, so, like those are definitely are on a different level. So I didn't know shoes would make me this emotional. Like y'all, I really, it's hard to judge because it's a tie in so many ways. Like Namdi, I like how you convey like the details, the story of each shoe. You know what I'm saying? Bryce, you really had a different type of collection, you know what I'm saying? Like the collection, the variety, the styles, you know what I'm saying? But then Ron, I mean, he just got a whole, his own shoe. So, how do you even compete with that?
He damn near won.
I'm sorry. We got to give it to Ron on that. You know what I'm saying? You pull up with your own stuff. You
pull up with your own stuff. I mean,
I wasn't expecting all that. Y'all didn't tell me all that now. So I'm just saying I gotta give it to Ron on that one. You actually might, outside of my gym shoes, you might be the first pair of tennis shoes I invest in.
Let's go.
We'll see.
Yeah, the link will be in the description. The link
Yes.
But that's great. So I mean, thank you for this first class of show and tell. That was great.
Yes.
Next class we got history. So let's get into that.
All right, so we're moving on to our next subject, which is history. Since Ron mentioned he was a history teacher once upon a time. We know March is Women's History Month. Shout out to all the women everywhere across the world. We are just some of the dopest individuals. No shade, no tea, no bias, but Black women especially, you know what I'm saying? You know, we just got a different sizzle, a different sauce, you know what I'm saying? But in Women's History Month, we want to acknowledge all women everywhere. So we're going to talk about some historic women that were actually inventors, creators of things that we use pretty much every day in our lives. Of course, I'm from Indy. Me and Bryce are both from Indy. And we know the importance that Madam C.J. Walker has here in the city.
Yes.
If you are not familiar with Madam C.J. Walker, she was like the first millionaire in the hair care industry. And what I thought was so dope about Madam C.J. Walker that I actually just discovered like late last year, the documentary they did about her on Netflix. Well, it wasn't a documentary. It was
it was like
a recreation.
Series,
Yeah, it was like a series. Yeah. They did about her on Netflix, and I watched that, and seeing that she wasn't originally from here, like she came here. And that was just something so dope to me, because especially being from Indy, so many people think, oh, it's just like this small country place, like it's nothing here, especially people in our generation. Everybody wants to leave and move because they don't see anything. I'm like, what y'all don't realize is that people come here, you know what I'm saying, to fulfill their dreams, because quote unquote, we don't have anything there. That makes it 10 times more possible to have opportunity, you know what I'm saying? So, and I always tell people, if you don't see something, create it. So the fact that she came here to invest in herself and to create her empire, I think is something that's so dope, that just speaks to Indy as a whole. But as a woman, the fact that she just bootstrapped herself and just kept going and was just like, I'm not giving up on this, I think is such a legendary thing. And I just remember watching that movie and knowing what I did know about her already, and then seeing that series, it made me just have a totally different appreciation for her. So shout out to Madam C.J. Walker and bringing something new to the city of Indy.
Of course. One thing though about her, I know that her house was built by Brendan Santana, which was like one of our founding brothers, like our fraternity. So that was just super dope. I remember just seeing that. So I mean, just she was a big one, but you said you got a list of some dope females too.
Yes. Oh, I know you. I thought you were gonna talk a little longer.
Right, a little longer. Right down the little list, you know. So
just a couple more people. And again, I know I'm all about healthcare. It's just what I do. Dr. Patricia Bath. Maybe not a household name, but a lot of us got parents and grandparents, and you know, certain body parts just don't be working like they used to as we get older. And so a lot of people end up with like cataracts, and maybe y'all have heard of it. Like people like talk about like how like they're almost like white spots in their eyes, and it just makes the vision really, really blurry. So in 1986, she patented she was the first female African-American medical doctor to receive a patent for her invention. And it was called the laser phaco probe, and it was in 1986, and it was essentially a laser cataract removal treatment. So I do not know how common it is used today, but I know a lot of times people have those cataracts moved with like laser type technology. So shout out to Dr. Patricia Bath for doing that. And then also another name that might not be a household name, but her invention is definitely like a household thing. This is I mean, it was kind of intended a little bit, you know, but Miss Alice Parker is in December 1919, which is crazy. December, you know, just the timing of it all. She essentially like central heating furnace, like basically how your house stays warm, or how your maybe your apartment stays warm or whatever. She was the first one to use natural gas to like basically heat a home. So shouts out to her, or else we'd all be freezing right now. Man, it is freezing right now.
Literally, I walked in my house last night, and the first thing I said was, "Thank God for heat." That's the first thing that came out of my mouth.
So shout out,
but yeah, just a couple. We could go on literally forever.
It's forever. Yeah. It's a long list, like super long, and I never knew it was a lot of inventors from Ohio alone. Like I how historic Ohio really was. And I actually had 2 wrote down, but I cannot find that list. But like women, like in history, like especially Madam C.J. Walker, it's like they face so much. You feel me? And she got super rich. You feel me? And she still lost a lot through people trying to stop her from doing things, and she still prevailed. Absolutely. She still had the first cars. Like, just imagine seeing her as a African American woman. She pull up on 24s and stuff. You like, how the hell you get that car?
Right. And probably in a sense too, she probably couldn't even, quote unquote, she had to still live a little low key because she started acting, stunting. It may have got her into some trouble. So she really probably couldn't even enjoy all the money she made.
Yeah.
But I mean, with that said, man, like, we talk about these women inventors. We got ourselves an inventor. Not a woman, but he's an inventor. But what is the impact of that woman, especially have had on the Christopher Prince brands so far, though? Like, you already spoke a little bit about how with your fiance, and I even just ladies wanted the nude, but like, is there anything else that's really happened to them?
Well, yeah, honestly, it's just like, it's the African American woman's like creativity. You feel me? Like, they go through so much, man. Like, the body always changing, emotions always changing. And like, I use my fiance as a prime example. Like, around the time we had our daughter, and I had a new daughter. I got 3 kids and all, and I had my new daughter. So just to see her face, first seeing my face, seeing me discouraged coming to the house, like, damn, I gotta find a job. It's not gonna work at Amazon or Chewy. Spending 4 years of school, getting 2 degrees, it would discourage you. You like, man, I shouldn't be working at no Amazon. I went to school to make sure I ain't had to do none of those things. Mm-hmm. And just like, I got you. Watch this. And she actually came up with like the first sketch. So she invented the shoe. Wow. She made the shoe. None of this happens without her. She made the shoe. I said, I want to make a shoe. Of course, Off-White, Virgil being an African American man, that's gonna be the principle. I'm like, oh, I love the bow tie, but I can't use the zip ties because then everybody be like, do more of this, I'm like, I love that. And she literally sketched out 5 like pictures of the shoe. And the first shoe is a shoe that ain't even been released yet. Like, it's not coming to like the spring or the summer. But it was a low top shoe. And I'm like, oh, that don't look too bad at all. And then we came up with the grill sketch. And we submitted it in. When we first got it, like, my heart dropped. And she looked at me like, yeah, this the one. And the crazy thing about it is, the icy bottom was inspired, like, Michael Jordan, because we love a pair of Jordans with the icy bottom. Yeah. There's nothing, you gonna smell the shoe. I don't care. That's what we gonna do. It's that icy. You don't want to get
that icy bottom, man.
When it get yellow, you get mad because you like, man, I can't get this yellow off, man. It's over.
Good.
That inspired me to do it was that what I just took a lot of things that I knew I wish I had when I was a kid, like, who can afford a $200 pair of shoes back in 2014, 2013? Some people could.
Even if they could, they wasn't giving it to us.
Exactly. Especially the Concords and stuff like that, because those are just top tier shoes. And like, asking Mom Dukes and stuff like that. That's a black woman, my mother. And then just seeing them like, if you want this $200, but now I understand. Now I understand. I understand now why, the black woman is so important to me. You feel me? And she built this company, and she don't even, as y'all can see, y'all ain't never seen her face because she stayed low. She's always behind the cameras, just working. That's what she do. She don't want none of the social media, none of that. She literally she be sketching stuff up, and she's actually creating things. And like, we done created things that we felt like could be great to the community. Like, I tell y'all this, and the only reason I'm gonna say it because I know I don't want to do it. So if y'all ever want to do it, because it's not created, y'all can do it. But me and her actually invented a wireless charger, like, in a different format. So say you got the iPhone charger, right? The piece, right? Mm-hmm. So imagine that piece in a AirPod type case, right? Mm-hmm. And that's the way you charge it. That small piece, you can pop that piece out, it's rechargeable, and put it in your phone. That way it's cordless, and while it's in your phone, it's charging your phone. So you can be on your phone It ain't bulky. It ain't nothing. It's the exact piece that go into the thing. And once it's dead, it's like that push out, pop out mechanism type thing, like card. Pop it out back in the AirPod type case, and you charge it. So now your phone fully stay charged while you're on the phone. It's good for camping and stuff like that. And me and her actually came up with the whole prototype. Like we drew it out and everything. We was like, you know what? We might get off on this one. Somebody might come try to get us on this one. So we ain't gonna do that. That's some of the things we just sit in the house and we just think, like, because we always working. And I felt like that was just something like, super pivotal in life. It's just like to have her, because none of this would have happened. Like when I first met her, I promise you I wasn't doing good at Central State, and she stayed on my butt. I couldn't get on the game. I couldn't get nothing. And ever since I met her, it was 3.0s out the gate. I never got the 3.0. I finished with a 3.9 GPA because that's how much she was on education. Like, it's a blessing because it saved me from so much. Because I still had the Cleveland mentality. I still wanted to go home, hang on the block with my boys, go hoop, do some crazy stuff, and she really got me out of that. And it's just a blessing because, it really is, honestly.
That is so beautiful. We love a supportive Black queen. We're just, shout out to her. I know she don't want to be on the camera, but shout out to her. Like, I'm just like, I'm team wifey, okay? I'm team wifey all the way, because that's so true. Like, when you don't, because we will love you no matter what, but you're not going to embarrass me either. So get your together, okay? Get it together real quick, real fast. You know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful to see her, support you in your endeavors and your dreams, but also to be a part of that, and y'all create so much together. Like, y'all empire is gonna be crazy.
Appreciate you. Much love. You do.
Well, just make sure, once again, size 12, 13 in the back for 2023. Just keep that in the back.
Got you in the back.
They will be taken care of. So.
Yes.
I'm gonna start 8.
If that's 8, that's 8.
Yeah.
You can get that one ready now, but
Your hair's ready right now.
I'm not on the 22 no buy list. I can't make no commitments like that.
That's cool.
Retail therapy is a thing. I'll do some crazy stuff.
After that, well, I'll let Marquise close out the subject. So
yes, so for all the month of March, but also just all year round, we need to do so much better at supporting, again, women of all shades, colors, backgrounds, cultures, etc., because we really do push a lot of movements. We really do a lot of behind the scenes work that actually impacts what is actually presented to you and comes to you. I know we were just talking, I was talking to someone a couple days ago, and they were just talking about how, women are the movement right now. Like, we're taking over so many spaces right now. You walk into a boardroom, majority of the execs are women now. Like, we're just taking over. So it's better to be with us than against us. I'm telling you, for so many reasons. But again, shout out to all the women that came before me, all the women to come, all the women right now. We are the history of our future. So now is our time to just hit the pedal to the metal. So if nobody else has told you, I love you, we all love you. So shout out to women all across the world.
Most definitely.
Sure.
All right, so we're gonna get to our last subject, which is detention. All right, we got detention coming up. We did not bring the hat, but before we start, we need to go back a little few, and we put Mr. West in detention.
Mr. West,
yes, in detention last time for the Bush, but we found out that was not him. So I'm gonna give him a little appreciation.
Okay.
He put the documentary out. This month. Have you seen it yet?
I saw the first episode. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
It makes you miss the old Kanye.
I was never really a Kanye fan like that. I understood there's something different about this man. Don't get me wrong. And from a business perspective, he is definitely like on my top 5 list of people that like I admire. Yeah. But that made me have a different level of respect to like see him from the beginning when he was a little bit more humble. You know what I'm saying? Like he's always been the same Kanye, but it's really just the belief and faith that he had in himself. Yeah. I think now that he has accumulated so much success, his execution of how he feels about himself is just a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I related to so many things in that first episode. I was like happy. I wanted to cry. I wanted to like all at the same time. It was good. It was really
that's why I like that things like this happen, because it gives people a new perspective. Some people don't know the quote unquote old times. So
I did not know any of those things.
Yeah, like he was amazing, and to a sense he still is amazing. He is amazing. Period. He still is amazing. But it just definitely does his little goofy things at times. We only do this because we think it's funny. We're not saying, oh my god. But he just has some amazing work. He got a lot of stuff coming up. He got his album coming up on the 22nd, and then he's putting out the second and third part. He's putting the second part again next week, and then put the next part out the following week. So he got a busy February. So stay working. So, but he gets revoked.
Yes.
But our detention, I dang
near give him the gold star for actually.
Yeah, we gonna give him the gold star too.
But it's pending on what happens
further action.
22nd.
And
further in a probation period with his
if
gold.
Donda don't drop, if Donda 2 don't drop on the 22nd.
He was acting a fool on Valentine's Day though, but anyway.
A fool, yeah, but it's cool.
But
we give him some grace.
This detention,
who's not gonna get grace?
Who's not gonna?
Is
go ahead, let
me find their names, bro. This is Cynthia and Dennis Perkins. They used to be married. Dennis is a deputy sheriff, right? Cynthia's a junior high school teacher. So you know what I'm saying? You theoretically people you can trust, right? Hopefully.
Were they in Ohio?
No.
Hold on.
No,
I can't find where they were. I don't know where they were.
I feel like it said it was in Ohio.
What school is it? Is it Ohio? Where?
It's Ohio?
No, don't say you think so.
I think so.
I feel like I remember it saying it was Ohio.
It's Louisiana.
Okay.
It's Louisiana.
Okay.
Well, at least it's the Louisiana Attorney General was talking about it, so I'm gonna assume it was in. But theoretically, you would hope people that you could trust with your children, right? A deputy sheriff. Don't trust strangers, but you can trust a police officer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your teacher. Most teachers might know their students better than their parents do because they with them for so But I'm gonna just read what the shade room said. Teacher sentenced to 41 years after admitting to giving cupcakes laced with husband's sperm to students.
I just want to know what possessed you to. Was this going on for a long period? I just have so many questions regarding this. Like, what made you wake up one day and say, first of all, went to your spouse and was like, babe,
what? Yeah, go ahead.
I need you to go ahead and produce an ingredient for me, right? And he was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't question it. Nothing. He went along with this plan. Then you went through the whole process. Like, were these cupcakes made from scratch? Was it like Pillsbury funfetti? Like, what was the process? And you said, how do you even know that particular ingredient is going to bake well? Like, that could have went so wrong. And then you said, dang, I got all these sweets. I'm gonna take them to school and give them to my children. Like, why? What did you feel like was gonna happen? What were you trying to accomplish from doing that? Like,
more than 150 sex-related charges. They were arrested back in 2019, and she got a plea deal. So she only got 41 years because she took a plea deal, and that 68 of her charges got dropped, and now she's gonna testify against her ex-husband. So she got 41 years through a plea deal, and now she's gonna, testify against
I just want to know how they even found out. Like,
my thing is like, did a kid taste something? Did somebody find
did they get sick and they had to pump their stomach and be like, the contents of your stomach are not adding up?
You're like 12. Yeah. So why is this? What's going on?
Like, here? I just have so many questions and I hope they don't do some stuff like seal her case or something like that, because I need to hear this testimony. Okay, I need these details.
What is Buddy about to get? If she got 41 off a plea deal, what he going to jail for life?
And that's what I'm saying. Was it his idea then? Because I'm like, how did you commit the act, but you testify against him? So did he come up with the idea?
I feel like, I mean, she brought it in.
But there were pictures of both of them being found naked with like a child. Like,
oh yeah, they said they found.
Like they was both on a whole bunch of dirt.
Yeah.
So I got a question. So first is, I'm gonna ask my question first. For the father in this.
Yeah, I was about to say
He got 3 kids. if you find out, they teach.
I got 41 years for murder, so I'm going to jail. We in there. I would tell my kids just, give me a bag of Lay's each month while I'm in there, and I think I should be good.
We gonna make posts about free ride.
But I'm going to jail because I just feel like, I watch a lot of forensic files. I wanted to be a homicide detective, and I feel like something happened with DNA, and our technology is so, so great now. So one of those kids got tested, and I felt like this is super gross when you think about it, but the way they found out is just, somebody said something, somebody ran their mouth and said something like, man, they in there doing some weird stuff, or it was DNA. And that lady only about to do like 4 to 5 years because she's going to testify against him as if it was his idea. She's going to do 5 years, and then since it's child related, she's going to be like,
on the registry.
They're going to put her on the sex offender side because otherwise she might get killed. Yeah. Even the prison's
she got detention for 5 years. So that ain't jail. So she got detention for 5 years because they got to put her in solitary confinement because she can't be killed.
Yeah. So my thing now is, I've never, and my kids don't be confused when it happens. When base show happens, you ain't getting nothing.
Nothing.
If that thing ain't packaged by Lil Debbie.
Literally, you can't have nothing that's not packaged.
Nothing from nobody. Because what we talking about?
Daddy, teacher brought me cookies from school. Give me cookies. Throw them away.
Like, but we are not participating in those school bake sales. We are not. No, yep. And this is the thing. Like, this is why I be telling my mom all the time. Like, every day I wake up, somebody gives me another reason why I feel like I just need to go ahead and get my tubes tied, because the amount of stress that I feel like it is to have a child and to like protect them. Like, it first started when COVID first happened. Everybody was doing virtual school, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm gonna have to homeschool my kids, like all these things or whatever. Mind you, I'm nowhere near close to having a child anytime soon. However, these are, as a woman, these are the things that go through your mind, okay? All right. But now you get further, like, I feel like even within the last year, don't get me wrong, like, sexual assault against children and stuff has been going on for a long time. But for me, I feel like I've been hearing a lot more of it with like teachers and stuff like that in this past year. So I'm just like, and then it's hard because, especially depending on what the age of the child is, like, they don't understand what's happening. So who knows how long it could be going on before they communicate it to you, if they even know how or understand. Then when you get to like teenage kids and stuff like that, and they think the stuff is cool, you know what I'm saying? And they definitely won't say anything. It's just like, that's too stressful. Cause literally, like you said, I'm gonna be in the pen. Just go ahead. I'm gonna call 911 on the way there, because go ahead and just
It's been a murder. It's been a murder. It ain't happening just yet. I just want you to be there.
I just want you to be there. Yeah.
And I feel like it's hard now because now I know physically now how it feels to be a parent. And I got 2 girls, so it's even worse because I always want them to, be able to tell me something, because I'm willing to go to jail. And I know I am. Like, it's no problem with me killing somebody.
He said that straight up.
Your babies, for real.
Yeah, because and it's sad because like me and her, we was just at Scene 75. And literally I had my eye on her, and then boom, she was gone. And my whole heart, I'm like, man, I would never stop searching for you. Where the hell are you at? But she was in the bouncy house, and it scared me because I watched so much forensic files, like, because it's sad because most of those cases were by police officers. It was by somebody in uniform that you could trust. They'd go drag them off somewhere, and then they'd be killed. Like the Children of the Snow, that's a great series on Hulu, and it's still nobody ever got caught. But I know I'm super intelligent. It was a police officer because a lot of people kept saying it was somebody. It was a man in uniform. This is somebody this child had the trust, or these children had the trust to go off with these kids, and all the kids died. Like 5 kids died, and they never been caught. And the police kept debunking it. We can't find any evidence, and we're not saying that it was one of our own because they got so much pride. But that is just so sad now, and it's scary to be a parent, honestly. And I understand exactly where you're coming from when you said you don't really want to have kids because it's so stressful because it's just not the type of world where you can just ride bikes now off the street.
Yeah.
And we could just all click up and ride bikes now. Now people can be snatched and stuff like that. Now I got to go through this stuff my whole life.
Right.
You know, the Golden State Killer. I don't know if they're young. So I'm with you on the Forensic Files. I don't know why. I'm like fascinated with like serial killer documentaries.
Oh yes.
I don't know why.
I watch Snapped on Sundays, the marathon. I
can't do it.
I don't know if it's, and maybe it's something wrong with me. I don't know.
I feel like it's my it's like what do you call it when you have to go to like a defense course or something like that. I feel like it's my defense course. Like if I know what actually happens, I can protect myself.
You're gonna go to the one guy's course with that. Let me stop. That's going. But the Golden State Killer. So it was a guy who was like, Golden State. So he was killing people in California in like the 70s. He just got found like maybe 2 or 3 years ago through like, just advances in DNA profiling and stuff. But he was a police officer.
Yep. And he was like 80 years old.
Yes.
And the only reason why
his whole life.
Because of DNA from one of his siblings. That's the only reason he got caught.
Yes. And like a cop.
A real
on the police. Now you're in more danger.
And he still lived in California. And he didn't get caught until he was like 70, 80 years old.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's like, at that point, he done got away with his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
He lived, had a family,
like,
retired, probably got a whole pension plan, everything.
When they went and picked him up, he was chilling. He had a nice little house, like chilling at his house. So
that's so crazy.
But so y'all just be safe out there, y'all. Just be aware.
Hide your kids, hide your wife, because they out here trying to grab us quick. Okay. Speaking of hide your kids, hide your wife. I'm sorry, and this was not on the docket for detention. However, I just cannot believe that of all people, y'all aren't talking about it. Yeah. Why is Tristan Thompson playing for the Pacers now?
Stop. Look,
no.
Listen.
He literally just got traded to the Bulls.
Yeah, like
he just got traded to the Bulls.
No,
he just got moved to the Bulls. He just got waived to the Bulls.
We waived him
this morning. I just checked. He's just on the Bulls now.
So for all of our Indianapolis women, y'all safe.
We ain't safe. The Bulls, that's Chicago, ain't it?
Yeah,
that's down the street.
But he's good. But now he has to. He can't go too far because he played for the Bulls. You know what's great? I feel like him being waived had nothing to do with basketball.
Yeah, he's on the Bulls now. So
I feel like him being waived had nothing to do with basketball.
Oh no, I don't think so. I don't think he did. I think he himself was not going to enjoy it in the end.
He wasn't.
He was trying to make himself not be there.
And now he's in Chicago.
I feel like initially he would not have, but if he would have, would have ran through Indy so fast.
Oh yeah,
oh my gosh!
If he embraced it.
The birth rate in the city of Indianapolis would quadruple. Okay, it would quadruple. We could probably repopulate the Midwest if he would have stayed here. Like there's no. I was like, when I found it, I said I'm never going outside again until I'm not.
You and Gabby. I don't know if y'all remember. Gabby was on the episode with us about a year ago. Gabby was so mad when he came to the Pacers.
And then she was at the game, and all she kept talking about, I'm like, watch the game.
I'm like, watch the game. We're actually about to win. We end up losing. I'm like, watch the game. She's like, no, I don't want to be here. I'm like,
if you're saying, I don't want Tristan here to be.
But no, she wasn't. She wasn't.
Because you just imagine Tristan being in After Six or
No, that's what
imagine walking in the Brothers and you just see Tristan Thompson.
And what's so crazy is since we on the topic, I really think we should do another episode. The difference between Hugh Hefner and surviving R. Kelly, because that's something a lot of people don't think about. Hugh Hefner died without being charged for anything, and he was the founder of Playboy, and it's literally documentation that he had 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds But instead of us sentencing him as a criminal, we idolized him. I'm not saying we, but like the
country,
the king.
And all that.
But I feel like that'd be a great topic to talk about, because I was watching the Hugh Hefner thing and the Surviving R. Kelly, and they put a lot more pressure on R. Kelly, of course, because he's black. But R. Kelly did do a lot of those things. But Hugh Hefner went public with it. He was showing you 18-year-olds, fresh 18-year-olds, literally, they just turned 18-year-olds on magazines. And it was proof that he had 15, 16-year-olds doing stuff, waiting to be recruited. And that's like, that would be a great topic, because in America, it's a difference. Yeah. It's a real difference.
And then I'll say too, since we talking about Women's History Month, and we have a father on here, and it's particularly a father of two girls, it is so important as fathers, if you have daughters, even if you don't, if you have nieces, God, whatever the case may be, to instill that genuine love into your daughters from day one. And it's going to be hard, because we are girls, women, whatever the case may be, and sometimes we just gonna do what we want to do, okay? However, there are so many things that in life in general, but particularly when it comes to relationships with men, that have my relationship with my dad has saved me from so many things. Like, I look at people and I'm like, I don't need this. Like, I got a dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so, like, that is literally my response for so many things. And it's just like, I can't say how to parent or what that looks like, and I know every father-daughter relationship is going to be different, but I'm telling you, that love from whatever the male figure is, and if it's your grandfather, your uncle, whatever the case may be, please cultivate that relationship as early as possible. And I know it's going to be some things that you don't like, but it's still, try to understand. And you're not a woman, so it's not going to be the same thing. But just try to understand where that girl or that woman is coming from and their growth and development, so you can still protect them and help them and guide them, because that's so much of the issue of why things like the Hugh Hefner thing or the R. Kelly thing or any other thing where a woman has been taken advantage of or manipulated or assaulted has happened, because we can fall in a trap of something so fast if you're giving us something that we lack from the male that we cared about the most. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Love
that. We're gonna table that.
We definitely gonna look at that for sure.
Yeah. Table that. Well, y'all, Ryan, we just want to thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate it, man. We're glad we can make it happen. We the shoes are fire again. January 2023, the year. Man. 2023, we will be ready. We're gonna support. Y'all, we're gonna throw this link in the description. You know how we do. Support your people. Support our people.
Even before 2023, actually, we gonna do some stuff. We already talked. We got some things planned for the people, the classmates, the people in the back room. We got some things that we want to do with Ryan. So y'all stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Man, I ain't even talking about this. We're gonna have a real quick. You know, they know me. I hate when we get, and I hate it. We get on tangent. I'm like, oh my gosh! But
I'm not even gonna be shy. I'm looking at the clock.
Mr. Ryan, I think I was checking TMZ or something. I think he got like a Puma deal getting ready or something like that. Can we talk about that? Or what's up?
So it was an email I got. Of course, it was. I looked at it. It was official. And I'm trying to think, because you know those big companies tend to. It's like a record deal. It's not all gravy. You may sign yourself over. You may know, and I'm big on that, because I tell you a true thing about me. I don't want $10-20 million. You feel me? I feel like that's super dangerous. That's just to me. I'll be comfortable. I can be comfortable, well off. I'm talking about house paid, everything. I love $500,000, $400,000. I'm just not a big money person. But right now, you know, we consulting, you know, with deals and stuff like that. But I just feel like they're around because, you know, the hype is there. And of course I could do benefit to them. And of course it'll benefit us. It'll set us up for life. But I'm just I'm in two different ways now, because now I'm like, okay, should I stay independent? And I feel like that's how hard it is, because I feel like I would cherish when I happen to answer to somebody, my own things. Like, you know, how like Off-White did. Of course, you're gonna have your collabs stuff. Like, I don't think I wouldn't mind collabing with Homeroom.
Yeah.
But what it sounded like right now, they want me to do 100%. Like, basically create something with their stuff on it, and I'm just non-existent. So, but it the money, of course, they gonna throw the money at you. The money looks amazing, but I just feel like I'm more so working for them instead of partnering with them.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to, I'm trying to correlate that because I know one of my dudes, he wanted to start his own software company. He ended up signing with Microsoft, making $125,000 a year, and he hated because you got to get up at 6 a.m. You got to follow the code and all that stuff. And I don't know. It's great. Who wouldn't want to? Homer reached out to you. Come on, man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I'm not saying I feel like a celebrity, but I feel like I'm making enough impact to where I can continue to create and get bigger. Because 2022, of course, like, you guys inspired me, like, to do the podcast. And I got the whole mic set up and everything in the other room. And it's just me just talking and, helping others. Because I never knew me creating a business, 1,000+ pair of shoes sold, only 5 people I know bought the shoes. And I literally just lost one of my best friends, like, not to like no death or nothing, but like, it's just envy. You feel me? Like, I thought once I make it, or he make it, or any of us make it, we all make it.
I'll make it.
That's crazy what you said, because I remember, Wale had a song where he talked about like, my homies, I lost one of my homies, he's still alive. They're like, it really do be envy though. So
yeah, but you gotta keep your head in, because it's something that a masterclass I do, we talk about a lot, is that when you're creating something or moving in a different way, and this is from Murdoch, if you're not familiar with him, one thing he's been saying repeatedly is that some people can't pick up what you're putting down because they're not meant to carry the weight of what you bring to the world. And like, that is what it is. When you're creating a different, territory than anything you're used to or the people around you are used to, like, it's just going to be, it's a lot that comes with that. Things seen and unseen. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people say it's lonely at the top, and unfortunately, like, that it doesn't have to be that way, but sometimes that's what it is.
And that's crazy, because before, y'all probably don't even notice, but before I even did the shoes, I had the first black-owned college card game in Ohio. It was called College Confession Shot Wars, and it was a college game like Greeks. I had Greek questions. I had a lot of Greek questions because I'm Greek, of course. I had a lot of questions, but I also had a lot of freshman stuff like, how many noodles have you ate in, one day? Take a shot for however many noodles. I think I had 3 packs of noodles in one day. Like, the struggle is real, but it is so well. I'm about to bring it back because I don't know why I stopped doing it, honestly. But that's what really showed me. Like,
you moved to the next.
That's what it was. And when I saw it, I'm like, okay, I just sold 300 decks of cards. My boy still ain't bought none. But his girlfriend purchased 2 decks. And I'm like, wait a minute, something wrong. You don't like me or something? We done known each other for 8 years. And then what messed me up was he said it, and I promise I will always remember this. Man, I swear I will always remember. He said, you do not support black businesses right away. And it messed me up because he had a cart of tacos for my dude Henry here, Alpha. And Henry, he just coolest guys. And he had these tacos, and they was amazing. And Henry called me, like, "Hey, bro, I just want to let you know, bro. I just cashed at the 25 for the deck of cards. While I'm sitting right here with my best friend with his tacos." I'm like, Henry just bought some cards. Your girlfriend just bought some cards. You just said you don't support black business right away. Henry black, and you just bought tacos. That's supporting, right? Yeah. So it's something.
Well, I know the tacos is an instant moment, and then the cards, you don't know. You gotta see what.
You gotta see what's going. Yeah.
No, I don't even know that.
I feel like that was second strike. Then the last one was the shoe thing. Like, you don't have to support nobody by buying shoes. It's never that. You can support by reposting. Contacts. I got 100 people that call me brother and all this because I'm just a cool dude. I got my frat, my own frat. You feel me? Like, if you in a fraternity or sorority, you gon', at least the people, your line brothers, you like, yeah, let's go support my bro. Man, I came off with 9 of us. It was 9 of us. Yeah. Only one of those people reposted it. Only one. And the rest were literally just like, bro, keep doing what you're doing, blessing. Nigga, post the thing. Don't tell me directly. Don't tell me keep doing what you're doing. You're not helping me. You feel me? And that's just the things. That's just the things that we deal with in life, man. And I just, you know, a lot of people don't even know I'm Greek because I don't get in that world no more because it's you talk about fake love in Greek world.
They'll post Rihanna pregnant with ASAP Rocky before they post you. Like you don't even know these people. You know what I'm saying?
They don't know you. They don't care about you as much as they say, "Oh, I love my fans." They just want your coin. And I mean, at the end of the day, like when you're creating a product, like people are gonna be your consumers naturally. But when you can literally be personal, face to face, like that's why even coming into this space, like you could have easily been like, "No, I'm cool. I'm doing what I'm doing." Like looking at this podcast, like you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? But no, we're able to get this like like you can't say that about Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? Rihanna's not even doing interviews with all the top, you know what I'm saying? Like she's not just going to the Breakfast Club. Like it's exclusive only at this point. You know what I'm saying? So it's a shame. It's really a shame, especially in the Black community, that things have to be like that. But then you turn around and you do something. Now you want everybody to jump on your back. Okay.
That's the Eurocentric mindset versus the Afrocentric mindset. Just like, okay, I'm not worried about me.
Like, yeah. It's super. Like I saw the game. Like I want to talk about that too. That's why I want to do what y'all doing, man. Because it's a blessing. Like we could do this all day, bro. I could be with y'all all day. Like I literally. As you can see, it's a trend going on. Jim Jones, the game, they're literally complaining because they're spending $100,000 and not receiving fucking champagne. They're mad. They're spending $100,000 at Gucci and they mad because the champagne not coming out fast enough. And this is our American community. They were willing to spend tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get a wallet at the end of the year. I just got a free shirt from Gucci, bro. I'm going. Yeah, that's what you get when you spend $300,000. And our culture is just super contagious because it's just like, Jesus, like y'all, we won't wake up because we hurt ourselves. We like $300,000 just to receive a free shirt, and you happy about that? But nobody got on none of that. If it weren't for Chris Paul support, Black colleges would not be here because not support them the first time. Telford, I promise you, this is a true story. I can show you the DM. I was there when that's where I got my sauce from. I was there before he got famous. I still remember following him because he made his first handbag. I'm like, man, that's dope, man. You know, I'll buy that for my fiance. You know, 300 likes. That was it. That's all it got. 300 likes. I swear to you, a week later, I still remember. I was saying, keep going, bro. Like you gonna blow, bro. You gonna go, bro. Keep going. I really appreciate that. I got the screenshot. Literally the following week, he posted. I think he said a simple retweet can go a long way. Man, I swear to God, he was in New York City the next week. I'm like, man, I was just talking to him, bro. I swear, bro, he a millionaire now because he didn't stop. And that's why I got the thing from the simple retweet. I did that for these girls and it worked. It worked because it's like, it was just like a Twitter hack or something like that. But he went viral and now he's a millionaire off the backs of, you know, African Americans. And they only want to do that when they feel the wave is there, bro. They're not gonna be like, I'm not saying I'm at the bottom, but I know I'm about to be there. So just to have y'all like support me, bro, is a blessing, bro, because this is the stuff I'm gonna remember. This is the stuff I'm gonna remember when it's time to sign those deals, or you got that feeling like you're like the next Off-White or stuff like that. It's gonna come a time for that, and I know it is. It's like Cool Kai. Cool Kai, he's a great inspiration. Like, man, he dope, bro, for that. And like he had, you know, shade thrown to him because it was another dude named Hellcat doing the same thing he was doing. But Hellcat was already rich. Cool Kai. So two black men feuding, bro. It was just terrible, bro, because like it's terrible, bro, because they use us against each other. And I know I'm probably talking too much, but they use it, bro. If you go into history, did founders ever create distros?
No.
Exactly. They never created distros. We created distros. They never created nothing about distros. It's the generations after that created distros. And that's what separated us. That's why I don't get into the Greek community no more, because you got to think about it. We can all be friends. I got alphas, sigmas, deltas, everybody cool just by the person you are. But you still got that envy from the new people. Like, yeah, bro, we gonna push y'all out. Bro, don't touch me, bro. Get your man. Don't touch me, bro. Because that's what they're accustomed to. That's what they're gonna think. Like, oh, once I'm around, I'm gonna move everybody out the way and do all this and all that. And
We're
it's
doing
just
the movies. Yeah.
and it's sad because we created the distros. We all damn near got the same principles. One of them for sure is scholarship.
Yeah.
What's Greek if you ain't gonna graduate?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what's so irritating about it. It's sad, bro. Like, and that's why I don't get into the world no more, because nobody really ready to have those true conversations. Nobody really ready to have those conversations. So why Caucasian people was even allowed in our world? If this was a world for us to, and nobody ready for that, bro. Nobody ready for those type of conversations, bro. That's why I just stay away, for real, honestly.
You know what?
I love that. Just know I'm a size front row for any fashion shows. Just
Oh yeah, definitely.
And listen, that we gonna end this off with soon, because the teacher talking about time is up. But man, I think I got an idea of what you just talked about, getting like a whole panel of us and just laying down the real or something, like a barbershop or something. We're gonna make that happen. But today we want to thank you so much, Ryan, for staying with us. The brand, Christopher Prince. He's got a lot of shoes. Y'all need to check him out. We're gonna put the descriptions, everything down there. He's got a lot of releases. He's got, like you saw the top 5 you already put. He got more than just the top 5 on there. So
check it out. And if y'all, until 2023, if anybody, is feeling generous,
if anyone's feeling
y'all
generous,
can give us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can buy.
Oh, so you can get shoes as like gift, like promo
Exactly.
type thing.
Buy them ourselves.
You can't buy them.
Yes, Marquise, you can
buy a shoe. Exactly. You got it. So, but again, the teachers actually, like, at this point, we're the ones in detention. Class been over.
Yeah.
But y'all just remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. We love y'all. From the Homeroom podcast to the back of the class. Have a great day. Peace.